Okay, I don't mean to be laughing now, but I have just, seriously, I'm telling you the truth right now. This is, I think, my fifth video that I've shot in a day. And I'm telling you why. I didn't tell you why in any of the other things. Because look, my hair, okay, it's really long, but I have good hair now, which I have not had in a lot. I mean, I have good hair in general. Okay, let me call a spade a spade. I don't have anything that great anymore, anyhow, but thank God I still have a lot of hair. I went to a high school reunion a few months ago, and people told me my hair was the talk of the reunion. It's like, that's really sad. They had nothing better to say except they probably said, "Is Karen's hair real?" Or like what some of them said, "No one over they didn't say this to me, but I've heard this from other people going, no one over 35 should have such long hair." Yeah, that's because no one over 35 can grow hair like this. Okay, but anyhow, why was I telling you that? Because I am so punchy. So I just did, this is my, I think it's my fifth. Well, it would have been my fifth video, but I think it's like my 20th because I keep shooting this same one over and over again because I'll say one thing that I shouldn't have said. And then we go, oh, I have to scrap the whole thing because we don't know how to cut. But anyhow, so I'm tearing this luxurious head of hair out. No, I'm tearing my hair out from. Oh my God. I wasn't even going to tell you about my hair, but I'm explaining why I did so many. So, anyhow, so every time I finish doing like this 7-minute video, I've never repeated a story in my life. When I did my show, we put the camera on, I talked for a half hour. Okay, one time we did have to stop and take something out. One time out of like 400 TV shows I probably did. And now I think this is like, seriously, I think it's the seventh time. I don't know how I can tell the same story again, but I'm going to. I'm gonna give it a whirl, just for you guys, for you YouTubers who are watching. What is this? Oh, I forgot to take. Oh, here's a necklace I had on for the last one. Oh, should I do double necklaces now? I wasn't even meaning to, but I love this necklace. This is a great one. Look, look, look. It just, woo, magnet. Okay, I wasn't going to tell you that. Okay, I'm telling you a story that I really love. So I hope at this point you love it because if you had seen one of the earlier ones, the video would have been 6 minutes long. Now it's probably going to be 30 minutes. No, it's not. But because now I'm saying other things because I'm telling you the truth because I always tell the truth. Okay. You know what? One time there was this girl when I was clubbing and she wanted to be my friend and she put on a bathing suit. We were going to go to the beach and she said, "Do I look fat?" And because I'm a nice friend, that is one time I lied. I said, "No, you do not," even though she really did. And then she tells me that work called her and she had to go into work. And it turns out that because I was having a fight with the guys in the group, they had called her to go to the beach. And she said, yes, and Karen's coming, but they didn't want me to come because we were having a fight. So instead of saying, well, Karen and I already have the plans, she went with the guys. So then I went to her work. I wasn't even trying to check up on her and she wasn't there. And then I found out what she had done. Why am I telling you this? What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing here. But anyhow, so then when I saw her at the club the next week, I said to her, and by the way, I did lie. You did look fat in that bathing suit. Okay, that's the one time I lied. I wasn't going to tell you that, but I don't know what I'm trying to fix my necklaces. Okay, so here's the story I was going to tell you to begin with. I hope you've stuck around because it's a good one. So I was a young girl who had not been out in LA really long. I had a little West LA apartment, but I was the front apartment, so it was good at least. I had the windows where you could look out. The carports were underneath me. There was a little tiny patch of grass right there to, I don't know why, to make it classier because we had a tree that made us happy. We were in LA, we had a tree. And I don't know why I'm telling you this. This is really, really, it was, I think the stories were better the first time, but I said something wrong each time, one little thing that Mr. X did not tell me till I had finished the whole video, and I go, good, right? And he goes, yeah, but you said, okay. So anyhow, oh, I know, I'm trying to fix this next so you can see. So here I am. So anyhow, I got a little sick. It was not that big deal. Don't, you know, don't get your panties in a twist over it. I don't know where you get your panties. I don't know. Like, you're gonna get can't do this many in a row anymore. I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten all day. I just learned how to do Zoom, so I did a friend's Zoom birthday party this morning, and I have not slept. Okay. So anyhow, so my friend called my parents. Oh, my parents, we're all from Brooklyn. Duh. Okay, so anyhow, someone once asked me if I'm from England. Me from England. Yeah, I wonder what gave them that clue how classy I am. Or the Brooklyn accent. But it's not that bad. Maybe they thought I was just trying to disguise my British one with my Brooklyn one. Stop, really? I'm saying stop to myself. Oh, I know. I have a pin in the back of here and I'm trying to fix it. Whew, free. Okay, so anyhow. Okay, now my makeup's going to smudge because I'm crying, actually. I'm crying. No, it's I laugh that I may not cry. That's what's happening. So anyhow, back to the story. No, I am not stoned. I don't even smoke marijuana. I don't do anything. I don't drink. I do nothing. Thank God. Could you imagine this on drugs? Oh my God. Oh, by the way, if you see a video online that's not me, I got tricked into doing an anti-drug video one time, and I just broken my back, so well, not just because I had time to get fat after I couldn't work out. So if you see that and it looks like I'm in Monica's fat suit, don't watch it. Okay, that's okay. I don't even know if I should try to finish this video because it's like not going as planned. Another duh. Okay, so anyhow, so where was I up to? I was sick. That's funny. No, I'm okay. Don't worry. It was 100 years ago. So my friend, okay, I have to drink something here. It's just water through a straw. Okay, so and it's a straw a paper straw, so don't worry about it. So anyhow, don't worry about anything. Just listen to the story. Okay, so my friend called my parents and said you have to come out here because Karen is sick. Okay, I was sick, but I'm not anymore. Well, I still have the same thing, but it's like okay, it's under control now. It's nothing bad. That's a topic for another time. Well, it was bad. I mean, it's not good. But what is if you pass out in the hospital for a week, that's never good. I'm dying to tell you that story because I love that story. No, I don't love that I was sick, but it was a good story. But anyhow, I'm not going to tell it to you. Should I tell it to you should I tell it to you? No, don't tell that story. Okay. It's a long story. Okay, I'm telling you that story now because, and then Mr. X is going to make me do this all over again. So no, I'm not telling you that story. I'll tell you my sick story some other time because that is not something that you need to know. But anyhow, so my friend called my mother in Florida and said, you need to come out because Karen is sick and she's a young girl and we're all like young and we can't take care of someone who's sick. But it was fine. So they had just driven from Brooklyn to Florida to visit somebody else. And then they got on a plane, my mother for the first time in her life. They came out to see me. It turns out I was okay. There was nothing they could really do. I was fine. So I took them around. We had a good time. I was glad they were out here. I gave them my bedroom. I slept in the living room on a couch. I'm so afraid this necklace is going to come off that I keep playing with my neck here. So anyhow, I can't believe I'm adjusting myself online here. But anyhow, so one of my friends called to talk to my mother. So he said, why is this necklace stuck on the back of my shirt? And why did I even have to start playing with it? Who am I? But anyhow, so, oh, look at how good my hair looks. I wish I could leave the house sometimes so you could all see that I have good hair. but it's a little like Rapunzel now. Tangled's got nothing on me. It is, I am sitting on it. It is so long because this, I asked Mr. X to cut it. He doesn't want to, he doesn't want that kind of pressure right now. But anyhow, so my friend David called. He said, let me talk to your mother. And it was morning. And so I wasn't awake yet, but I heard her talking and she wasn't in the apartment. So I said, maybe my parents had gone to breakfast or something. So I look out the window to, why am I hearing crunching from the staff right now? But anyhow, they're not the staff, they're the technical people. Okay, it's Mr. X. Can he stop crunching while I'm redoing this video for the 100th time for you? Okay, please stop the crunching because I can't take the noise. Plus, I'm very hungry and I'd like to be crunching myself. So anyhow, like, don't I look like I need to eat? I'm positively wasting away here. Oh my God. So I look out the window to call my mother from my friend David who wants to talk to her. And I look out the window and there's my mother who just drove from Brooklyn to Florida with one suitcase and then came out here and she's on the grass with all these possessions around her. And she goes, hi, Lovey, I'm having a flea market. Come on down. And I go, she's having a flea market. It was really a garage sale, but either way, what was she selling? She came out from Florida with one suitcase. And I'm like, what are you selling? So I told David I had to get off. I had to go see what's happening. And then all of a sudden, my mother burst through the door and she goes, Karen, give me all your jewels. I go, what? She goes, I just sold all of mine. So now I need yours because I need something to sell. She sold all the jewelry she had on her from Brooklyn to Florida to LA. She sold her own jewelry. So then she goes, I better get back out there because she left her other possessions. She sold everything out of her suitcases just because she loves a garage sale. And knowing my mother, she didn't sell anything. She gave it away because she used to paint these gorgeous little flower things. They were adorable. And she'd do these in Brooklyn at like the Brooklyn Heights Promenade, at art shows on the weekend. And if someone came along and they were nice, she'd go, you're so adorable. Just take it. Take it. I want you to have it. Take it. And if she didn't like them, she'd go, no, you're not allowed to buy it. So in other words, she paid to be in this art show to give adorable people her pictures. It's so crazy. So anyhow, no wonder my father was a little bit upset about those things. So anyhow, she's selling all her stuff. She's selling my stuff. It was the craziest thing. So anyhow, and then a woman comes along and she picks up my mother's purse and she goes, oh, I love this. How much is this? My mother goes, that's my purse. Shockingly, she did not sell it because she knew I didn't have any extra purses for her. But anyhow, so I at first did not inherit the wanting to have garage sale genes. And then when Mr. X and I moved into the house we're in now, there was a lot of stuff I had to get rid of. So my friend Edie, who was the garage sale maven, she knew everything about them. She had big ones every year. I asked her to come over and help me price everything, and my friend Curtis came over to help us with it too. So the three of us were there for hours. She priced everything for me. It was all fabulous. I had new stuff, I had old stuff. And then we started talking. So we talked for another 2 hours. We were totally exhausted and punchy, kind of like I am right now. And there was I had this one picture in the room that we were in that I wanted to show them because it was so emotional to me. It was the only picture I had of my real grandmother who died when my father was 4. They were in Russia walking down the street holding hands and his mother just died. So traumatic for him, traumatic for me when I found out later that the person I thought was my grandmother wasn't really my grandmother. I mean, all this stuff. And I had one picture of this woman who everyone thought looked like me. But to me, she looked like my father with the wig on. And since I didn't look like my father, who knew? But it was it was in that room. So I'm just holding it. This isn't it, but this a little, also. Okay, this is all I could grab in a second. I don't know where the picture of my grandmother is now. And possibly it's not even in this house anymore because as I'm telling them this emotional story, I go, my grandmother, and I want to, show you this picture. Edie goes, 25 cents. That's what she was telling me to sell it for 25 cents because we had priced everything. I thought that was kind of amusing. So, that was my first garage sale. And then I didn't have any for years. And than I was having them before the pandemic. But, I still have some stuff for garage sales since we're in the pandemic. And I thought, maybe I should do one of those, subscription boxes. Whoa, that was a loud S. I'm sorry. I'm not doing this video over just because I did one loud S. Okay. It was a loud S. It was kind of a whistle. I know. I'm exhausted. I don't think I've ever done that in my whole life. And you probably didn't even hear it, so I'm busting myself. What else is new? But anyhow, I'm not doing this video over. But I still have stuff that, I could get rid of, both yin and yang. I could get rid of yin and yang too. No, but I have stuff for garage sales in a storage space, not in this house. I'm not telling you where the storage space is, but it's a long story about the storage space, actually. It's another horrible story. But anyhow, so I thought, how do we get rid of this stuff? Okay, I'm not telling you that long story, but I thought Mr. X just wants me to get rid of everything that we own in the whole world. He wants to just like start over again. Well, no, he doesn't really want me to get rid of it. Like, okay, don't come take it. There's nothing in this house you want. Believe me, there's nothing in this house you want. So, and you couldn't even find this house anyhow. Okay, don't even try. Okay, I'm moving today. I'm moving out today. But anyhow, so my thought was that I should have a subscription box service, like, people have beauty products, they have clothing, they have different things. It should be Karen's Precious Possessions. And Mr. X just puts anything he wants in there. He'll go, hey, here's his pencil sharpener. You're going to get it. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. This is the kind of thing I have here. This isn't worth coming to get. But I can tell you other places. I have a lot of rich friends. I'm kidding. Everything is a punchy joke right now. But I do have to tell you, I used to have a lot of kind of good stuff. The interesting stuff, like when I was doing my TV show, Karen's Restaurant Review, I got a lot of great fan presents. I didn't live here then, and all that stuff is gone. But one of the most interesting was these stupid dolls that someone sent me, so unattractive. Like they were kind of heavy dolls, and then they had little tiny heads. And first of all, I thought they were trying to make fun of me because you see my head, I have a long neck with a little head. So, okay, it's not that bad. But anyhow, the dolls were really bad. And then I noticed on the thing it said little head dolls, and I thought they're selling them on purpose with the little head, and it said, give the person you love a little head, ... doll. So stupid. Okay, so that's like a kind of example of what I used to have. And then one year for my birthday, like I'd have my friends hang around after the parties. Well, my best friends, because obviously if you were at the party, you were some kind of friend to me. You were either some kind of friend to me or a very rich fan. I knew I'd get a good present. That is crazy. But I know a lot of people do that for their weddings and bar mitzvahs. They go, invite the Goldman. They have a lot of money. They'll give you a good present. It's like, I don't know who the Goldman are. I don't know why I said that name. I said that name not to say the Roseman, because I have another video about the Roseman, which is really funny. I love the Roseman story. So anyhow, why was I telling you this? Oh, so one time after my birthday party, when, my best friend stayed, I opened this giant thing. We all couldn't wait to see what this giant thing was. And it was a planter with heads, multiple heads around. The whole thing had crazy heads around it. And I was like, ew, get it away. And my friends were bidding on it. They go, I want that for my next birthday. I want that. So everyone was like, who would be the best friend to get multiple heads? That's the kind of stuff I had before. I couldn't even really put them in a box, I don't think. But let me know on my companion e-zine. So my e-zine is ItsNotAboutMe.tv. And that and my videos kind of go hand in hand. I do videos to go along with something that I wrote. But now that I did this video, I may not want to write anything about it either. But let me know what you think of the box idea. I think it's good because, like, I could do an eBay store, but, I'm never going to. But, like, Mr. X would love to just take boxes, put a bunch of stuff in it, send it off, and let it be your problem. Okay, so thank you for coming to this video, and I will see you next time.